Hello, and welcome back to the Holistic Witch's Cottage. My name is Melissa, and I am the Holistic Witch, and I probably have a lot to ramble on about today. The main topic will be the Sabbats, or the Wheel of the Year holidays, and then I'll talk about a little recipe fail that I had, and who knows what else. So let's start with the recap. So a week ago-ish, we had a new roof put on the cottage. Yay, it's all paid for, and yay. Although we're still waiting for Waste Management to come and pick up the 2 huge bags of roof debris out front. So sending prayers to the universe and the higher powers that happens soon. Because we have been plagued with terrible weather since the new roof was put on the cottage. I guess that's a blessing, because we were starting to get some water spotting in the living room, and now we have been pelted with storms and more ferociously high wind, and yes, a tornado on Saturday, and I'll get more to that in a bit. But I'm waiting for Waste Management to pick up those huge, I don't know if the bags are burlap or exactly what they are, but these huge bags, they pick them up with a crane, dump them in their thing, whatever. My husband will probably laugh as he hears me say that, because I never know the correct words for these things. But it's been really windy and stuff's starting to get messy, wet, and blow around down there, and I toss things back in the bags, but it would be nice if they would come and get those, because it's making the cottage not look so cottagey and feel so cottagey with all that garbage out front. So hopefully they will take care of that soon. Okay, so my Do Not Disturb is on. Yay! I like Do Not Disturb. Yay. Okay. So the weather was predicting for severe storms on Saturday, and we knew there were tornado watches about. We were outside, we were doing our thing Saturday evening. I was outside. Could see the clouds come in. My husband and I are very, very good at divining with weather. And we knew something was coming in. I saw a little bit of rotation. Hubby saw a little bit of rotation. We both looked at each other. That's not good. Okay. So we made sure things were pretty secure and came back in to the house. I was probably tidying up supper dishes or whatever kiddo was bitching about, what he normally bitches about. And, I was getting snack ready for him, because with his diabetes and blood glucose, sometimes his glucose just drops like off a cliff, and that was happening. So I was getting that stuff ready, and I heard the phone and I wrote this on Facebook, like the sound no one ever wants to hear. Beep, 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 there is a tornado in your area, take shelter immediately. And the details were like there was a tornado within a half mile of our house. So I grab his snack, tell him to grab his diabetes kit, grab Momo, I make sure I have my purse, and we're down to the basement. Hubby comes down too. He's behind us, because I'm not sure where he was at when that message came. I think he was outside. But, so we're down there. Kiddo's mad because he probably got interrupted from playing a video game or something. The power goes out. We're down in the basement. We've got tap lights down there for this sort of thing. And the ruckus outside is terrible. And, we're down there about 20 minutes, and then we get the all clear. So a tornado did drop on my tiny town. It dropped on the other end of town. So about a half mile from here, I guess, it started. Thankfully, it did not drop on residential areas. It dropped in mostly wooded areas. Now, there was some destruction to some camps, and I saw some pictures of some campers that got destroyed, and there was a lot of damage in the woods. There was a trampoline on the main road. So thankfully, no one was injured, no one was hurt, and there was some property damage, but not major property damage. So it turns out it was an EF1. They said it was on the ground for about 10 minutes, and there was some property destruction. No houses were leveled, nothing like that, thank goodness. Trees on cars. The cottage, I walked outside afterwards, even with all that wind, like nothing was really disturbed. I had even forgotten to take my petunia planters, because I have them hanging on hooks on the back porch. I had forgotten to grab those in the rush, and they were fine. Everything was fine here. So thank goodness that everything was okay at the cottage. But the weather has been crazy. There were other tornadoes that dropped in my state, and you know, between the smoke, the wildfires, flooding, tornadoes, and other weather disasters, it's been everywhere. So just sending out positive vibes, healing, and positive thoughts for safety and protection for all you folks who are experiencing that too. So we're okay. People were checking, are you guys okay? I even heard from a relative who I rarely hear from, and she texted probably more to get like an update and gossip than anything, but she texted to see if we were okay, because her little tornado made the national news. So but we're okay in cottage land. Even those bags of roofing debris out front barely got disturbed. So, you know, that's good that nothing happened here. But prayers and positive thoughts for those people who didn't have as successful an outcome as we did up here on the hill. But that's what happened over the weekend. We didn't do anything extraordinary on Saturday before all this happened. We knew we needed to do a recycling run. We have to go over, we can't recycle corrugated cardboard in our town, so we have to travel about 15 miles to do that, and then we stopped at a favorite coffee spot. Now, I am still doing AIP, so I have cheated a little bit at home and done like cortado, so like almost a full cup of oat milk, and then I put honey in it and I heat it and froth it, and then I put like a tablespoon or a teaspoon of coffee in my milk. It's such a ridiculous cheat. But I had a decaf chai latte out at our favorite little coffee spot, and I couldn't eat anything because they didn't have anything on the menu I'm allowed to have right now. So we'll get more to the recipe thing. Well, you know what? This segues nicely to the recipe. So I had posted a recipe for zucchini chips. I have never been successful making zucchini chips, so I studied that more and I tried it again, and I still wasn't exactly successful making the zucchini chips, but I think I'm going to try it again. We might get the outcome on that next time. So I guess this is a nice segue for the zucchini chips recipe and story. Okay, so from a magical kitchen witch perspective, zucchini, which my garden is abundantly producing right now. So got to get on the zucchini train here and get some more stuff made. I decided, since I can't really do zucchini bread, and that's really my go-to when we're producing this much zucchini, I will make some for the family, and I'm looking into some ways I can do that for myself that I can eat right now. I decided to do the zucchini chip thing. Zucchini's magical correspondence is fertility, specifically male fertility, fertility of thought, fertility of ideas, new beginnings, and creativity, creation, if that interests you. So I was browsing for zucchini chip recipes that I could do, because a lot of them, like, you bread them in flour or breadcrumbs or panko or different things, cornmeal, and I can't have those things right now. So I found one that you put a half cup of oil in a stainless steel bowl and add onion powder, garlic powder, and some other spices of choice. So I went with oregano and basil, and we have like a chicken rotisserie blend. I just put a pinch in that. I'm supposed to avoid like pepper and paprika and stuff, but I just wanted a little of that red color in that. And you whisk that up in your bowl, and that's actually your dip for this recipe. I think where I went wrong is the zucchini that I used were quite large. Zucchini, I need to get them fresher off the vine while they're tinier, because they were holding too much water. So my preparation was, and I don't have a mandolin slicer. I used to. I don't know what happened to that thing. So I was slicing by hand. You're supposed to try to go to 1/8 of an inch thickness, and mine were very thin, but I think they were simply the diameter was too large, so they were holding too much water. So I sliced them up. I did 3 large zucchini, so I had a lot. And then you lay them on trays on paper towels. Lay them on paper towels, cover them with paper towels, and let them sit for about 30 to 40 minutes to soak up the moisture. Mine were still pretty soggy. Maybe if I had done that longer, or put them in the paper towels and let them sit in the sun, that would have helped. I'm not sure. But so I got 2 pans to the point where I figured I was okay to move on, and then I was going to oven bake these. They call to do it on silicone pads. I don't have any, but they said you could do it on parchment, but you'd have to be careful because they would bake more quickly. This is not what I found at all. Mine were not baking quickly. So I took my very thin zucchini slices and put them in the bowl with the olive oil and the spices and stirred them all up so they were all covered. Covered my pans in parchment paper and then laid the zucchini slices out just one layer thick, not touching. Now they were calling for a 425 oven. I actually bumped mine up to 450, and they said 6 minutes on each side. Well, 6 minutes wasn't doing it. I actually ended up doing a total 24-minute flipping every 6 minutes, and they just were not getting crispy. So I Googled something, and it said to let them cool and dry afterwards, and they would crisp up on the pan. Mine didn't. So I got very tasty zucchini, which I used and I ate, and they were very good, but I did not get zucchini chips. So I have some yellow squash, which traditionally here seem to not be as moist as the zucchini. I'm going to try this again. Again, the correspondences are the same, but yellow squash also corresponds with joy because of the color. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to try to slit. So these are pretty tiny. These are small zucchini. I'm going to try to go even thinner than I did with the last slices. And I think I'm going to skip the parchment on the pan because I think the parchment was absorbing and holding water. So I think I'm just going to use my cast iron pans and see if I can crisp them up. So I'm going to try again, and I will let you all know how this one goes. Now, my other plan is I really want to make zucchini bread that I can eat too. So I'll use my traditional recipe for the family. I use a Betty Crocker banana bread recipe. You can Google it. And you substitute the bananas for 2 cups of zucchini, shredded zucchini for that. And of course, any bread recipe is going to be for abundance and prosperity, and then it has zucchini in it, so then you get those other correspondences of fertility, creativity, and new beginnings. Okay? So my problem is I am still not allowed to eat wheat. I will probably not be allowed to eat wheat if I'm a good girl forever. I'm going to have to stay gluten-free on that if I want these inflammation symptoms to go away. I don't think I'll be able to safely reintroduce wheat flour. I've done the sourdough thing. I've got Chucky. I do better with sourdough than store-bought wheat bread, but I think I need to remove wheat from my diet for a very long time, perhaps forever, if I'm a good girl. So I'm rambling, I know. But, so I was on Amazon Googling different gluten-free bread blends. The problem is coconut flour used to be my go-to when I did AAP before, and I have become allergic, or at the very least sensitive, to coconut products. So I can't do the coconut flour now. So I was looking at some other blends, tapioca and such, that I might be able to do. So might have to make a trip to the store and browse, and I won't be able to get it in town, but maybe the next town over. Might do some browsing at gluten-free flour blends and see if there's anything that I can safely use. I cannot use nut flours, and now I can't use coconut flour either. Ironically, I couldn't use tree nuts before, so I can't use almond flour, can't use cashew flour, which is actually a legume, but I can't use any of those because I'm allergic to those things. That's not even an AIP thing. But I could safely do coconut for the longest time until I couldn't. So I'm gonna browse and see if I can find anything that I can do, because I have a hankering for chocolate zucchini bread. I'll have to probably use carob powder with that, but that's cool. I can do that too. Having a hankering for that. So a little fertility abundance love spell with my bread. Yep. So that's the plan. So let me wander on to my next topic that doesn't really involve zucchini, or I guess it could, because there is a harvest festival. Lammas Lugnasa, or Loaf Mass, falls on August 1st. 3 names, different meanings, sort of, all the same day, harvest festivals. So let me talk a little bit about the Wheel of the Year, because there were some requests for that. If you are new to the witchy world, and specifically my world, the Christian witchy world, I get a lot of questions about, if I'm a Christian witch, am I allowed to celebrate the Wheel of the Year? Isn't that just a pagan thing? The Wheel of the Year holidays are, how do I want to say this and have it make sense? They are dispersed equally throughout the year. So 4 of them fall on the 2 equinoxes, 2 fall on the winter and the summer solstice, so they fall upon the solstices, and then the midpoint between each is another, or they call the lesser esbats. So it's the 4 are the sabbats, and the 4 in between are the esbats. The witch's new year starts on Samhain, Halloween. So it depends if you follow the calendar or the astronomical, and people do this differently, and this is where things get confusing. Some people just stick with like October 31st, and then some people do the astronomical, so it can fall between like October 27th and November 5th. For the purpose of this podcast, I'm just going to stick to the calendar dates for this. And then you can always practice as you wish if you wish to research that more. So Witch's New Year would start on October 31st. Samhain, also known as Westernized Halloween, and in the Christian calendar, that falls upon All Souls and All Saints. So all of the Wheel of the Year holidays correspond with a Christian holy day, too. We could get into cultural appropriation and all of that stuff, and maybe I will at another later date. But if you follow the path of a Christian witch in any form and are trying to figure out how to celebrate the Wheel of the Year holidays, you can blend like I do. I celebrate Samhain and All Souls and All Saints. Or you can pick and choose. If you just want to do the Christianized holy days, that's perfectly acceptable. You can do that. It's your path. You can do it any way that you want to. So Samhain starts us, and it's actually like an in-between. And then the solstice, winter solstice, is Yule, which falls on December 21st, usually, and then Christmas is right after. So you can combine, you can blend, or you can pick and choose. People seem to do both. Now, I actually don't celebrate Yule because it's more of a Germanic celebration, and I really don't have any cultural ties to that. I do, but I don't have spiritual ties to it. I guess my mom's patriarchal side would have had some German, but I never met that man. I never met that side of the family. And my mom and her sisters all followed their mother's path, which was Slavic. So I do have some biological ties to German, but really no cultural ties to that. I celebrate solstice as like the winter solstice, as like astronomical, but I really don't feel a tie to Yule. So I celebrate solstice and I celebrate Christmas on the 25th, and my mother's family actually did Orthodox Christmas too, which is a week later. So again, however you decide to do it is your deal. So we started with Samhain, we moved to Yule, or the winter solstice, and then the next one, which falls around February 2nd, is Imbolc, and that's also Christian Candlemas. So again, you can pick and choose. Then we move on. I should have written these down before I did it. March 21st is Ostara, spring equinox. Then Easter is usually close to that. Then the next one, the cross quarter, is Beltane. May 1st, Christianized May Day Mary celebrations. Then the next is Litha, summer solstice, June 21st, and I think Christianized, that's John the Baptist. It can also be the celebration of Corpus Christi, blood of Christ, body of Christ. Then we're getting to where we almost are, August 1st, Lammas, which is a harvest festival. Lammas would be, I also heard it pronounced by Google as Lammas, which is not how I would say it. Lammas, is more Anglo-Saxon, Anglican English. Lunasa is more Celtic, celebrating the god Lugh. And then Loathmass is the celebration of Christianized celebration of bread and blessing of wheat. And those all fall on August 1st. So again, you can pick and choose how you want to do that. Lammas is the first of the harvest festivals. The next is Mabon, that is autumn equinox, so September 21st. The second of the harvest festivals, often known as the Apple Festival. And then the third, we get back to Samhain, so we're back to the beginning. And that would be the third harvest festival, often for like the winter squashes, pumpkin, and such. So that's just a little brief accounting of the Wheel of the Year and how you can blend them in with traditional Christian holy days. I guess I skipped Mabon. That would be Michaelmas. Michael the Archangel is September 21st on the Christian calendar, I believe. And then there's other Marian festivals that fall in that too, and there's Mary Magdalene festivals that fall at the same time, which is more my jam. So, however you decide to do it, I keep a family altar in my living room, which I really need to update. And the way I honor the Wheel of the Year with my family altar is I changed the colors. I had candle sconces on the wall and I took them down. I may put them back up. I haven't decided yet. I changed the colors of my candles. I usually use some type of Christian representation. Right now I have a snow globe with Mary and baby Jesus in it, and I used dried red roses on it. I will update it for Lammas. I usually go with sunflowers, orange or cream candles, and I have like some pretty wooden icons that I usually add to that. And I put crystals and herbs up on there too that correspond with the seasons. That's how I do mine. I don't get as crazy about that as I used to. maybe I'm kind of in a wall with that. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to change it up or rethink some things. But that's one way to do it. Another way to celebrate it is, of course, with food. So I said, like, I guess we can revisit zucchini. Zucchini can be a huge part of a Lammas or Lunasa Day celebration. You know, your zucchini bread, your zucchini casseroles, whatever foods are seasonally being produced in your garden right now. And right now, mine is abundant with zucchini, with some broccoli too, and some onions and some things like that. So I'll do a little bit of everything with those guys for August 1st. So that's just sort of a brief accounting of the Wheel of the Year. You do not have to celebrate the Wheel of the Year. Like, unless you are dedicated into a strict witchcraft practice, some types of Wicca, some types of British traditional that have very strict rules about what you do. I'm very eclectic, so I do what resonates with me. If you are in a strict, dedicated, traditional form of witchery, then yeah, there may be strict rules that you're expected to follow. If you're involved with a coven, maybe there are strict rules you're expected to follow. But I am solitary, I am eclectic, and Christianity is part of my path, whether some people like it or not. It just is. And I have found no conflict celebrating the Wheel of the Year with my path, because I can incorporate Christianity into it along with the Celtic cultural stuff, and I put some Slavic cultural stuff in mine too. Like at Ostora, like pasonki, the decorated eggs, is a huge part of my culture. So I do a lot with that type of thing in the spring. So again, witch as you wish. Try different things. See what resonates with you. If something resonates and you want to keep it, go ahead. If it doesn't, then that's fine. And I have found in my path of over 50 years that things can change over time. Sometimes I thin things out, and then sometimes they come back. The other thing I change is like my door wreaths. I change those with the Sabbats. I change candles. My simmer pots are often a reflection of the Wheel of the Year, and my recipes are a reflection of the Wheel of the Year. It's probably also because we're homesteaders, so the food that we grow, is very seasonally linked, so that just makes sense. If we were just eating processed foods strictly from the store, that might not be so much the case here. Also, like over in my altar area, which is above my piano, I always change the candles on my pianos, and we love stuffed animals and cutesies and crochet cutesies and purchase cutesies. So over on my piano, I have a deer and a bear. I think I want to add a wolf to that too. And I have some nice religious icons in that area too. And that works for me. Now, if people are following like a strict Wiccan altar format, what they're doing is going to look remarkably different than what I do. But again, witch as you wish is all cool. If you have specific questions about that type of thing, you are welcome to ask me on social media or send me an email on Gmail at The Holistic Witch, spelled the funny way that I spell it. So I guess that kind of firms that up. There was a question yesterday. I wrote a little bit this morning about this. I was asked What deities do you work with, and what type of witch are you? I am eclectic. I identify as an eclectic witch. I lean heavily towards green witchery, nature-based planting, gardening, setting up habitats. I posted pictures last night. We have baby deer at the cottage. Again, it's baby season, so we were sitting out watching. We had 4 babies here last night, so that was awesome to watch. I lean very green, very foresty. Kitchen witchery is a huge part of my path. Making food, understanding the magical correspondences of my ingredients. Food can be a spell. I do not, how do I want to say this? Because I don't necessarily like the terms, oh, so-and-so's a white witch, so-and-so's a dark witch, so-and-so's a black witch, so-and-so's a gray witch. If you prefer those terms, I probably do stay more on the white light side of things. I can go gray if necessary. I do not hex or curse or do things of that nature. I know how. I could teach classes on it. I choose not to bring that kind of negativity into my life. If other people want to do that, that's cool. I don't do that. So on the lighter side of green, kitchen, and hedge. People have said, isn't hedge and green the same? It depends on your terms. Hedge means to hedge, ride. I can astral travel. Portals, energy work is a huge part of my practice too. And I'm a certified yoga teacher, and I work with crystals and yoga and Reiki master. So energy work is a huge part of my practice as well. So that answers the what type of witch are you? What deities do you work with? I hate that phrase, work with. I do not work with deities. I work with co-workers. I honor, I respect my divine. I may occasionally petition and ask for their assistance, especially if I'm working on a powwow spell. I'll get into that another day. Said I have a little German, a little bit of ties to the German. I don't feel culturally bound to German or more Nordic holidays, but I do have some ties to brasserie or powwow, and I have learned powwow, and I can do powwow spells. And if I'm powwowing, I do petition to Jesus or the Father, Jesus, Creator in my case, is how I address that. I don't work with deities. I don't subscribe to genie in the bottle kind of theology. I make a spell jar and demand that a deity give me what I want. I honor and respect and sometimes petition in prayer, but I don't like that term, working with deities. There was a post about it. I was specifically asked what my deal is, because people know I do the Christian witch thing. Like, some of the examples that I saw was people were saying like they work with a particular dark goddess because they want to wreak havoc, so they put things on their altar and demand that a dark goddess inflict damage and danger and havoc on everyone they know. This would be like the total opposite of what I do. If something is is particularly off the rails and I decide to powwow it, I will invoke Jesus' name in that powwow prayer or spell. But that is only for the greater good. I don't invoke gods or goddesses from different pantheons to do my bidding. If that's what people mean by that, that is like the total opposite of what I do. But again, I respect people's paths, and if that's someone's path, that's what they want to do, I respect. Let me say I don't respect all paths, but I respect people's rights to practice as they wish, even if their path is the complete opposite of mine and they wish to do much harm. I don't respect doing harm, but I respect their right to practice as they wish, if that makes sense. Again, rambling. Who knew? So this is getting lengthy, and I kind of lost my little graph here. Yeah, I'm over 40 minutes. I don't like to go that long. So, but no, I don't work with the Christian deities. I do have a feminine divine in mine. So Father, Creator, Son, Jesus, Teacher, Guide, and then my Holy Spirit is an aspect of Mother, Maiden, Crone. So Maiden, Mary Magdalene, Mother, Mary the Mother, and I don't see her as a crone, but like Sophia, goddess of wisdom, consort to Creator, if that makes sense. And I honor them, I respect them in reverence, but I would never call upon them to do my bidding, if that makes sense. That kind of went more negative than I wanted it to. I hold no negativity towards other people's paths. If people decide to work on the dark side, that's their choice. It's the opposite of I'm not seeing my ticker move on my clock, so I hope we're good. So wherever you are, I hope your air conditions, your weather conditions are okay. If you are in smoky conditions like we are, no blame to Canada. People say we're blaming Canada. No, a specific president did that. No blame. Weather disasters are weather disasters. I wish you well. I hope everybody's okay. If you need specific prayers, feel free to reach out. Wherever you are, blessings on your journey. And bye-bye.